talk about who Square is.
Of course.
For those that don't know, so Square was founded in 2009 by Jack Dorsey and Jim McKelvey. Prior to founding Square, Jim was, or still is, an artist. They had a custom glass blowing business. His art pieces range anywhere from $500, and up, right? And he had lost several sales because he couldn't accept credit card payments. Right. So this was well before, obviously Square. There wasn't anything like Square at the time. Back then you had to, setting up a merchant account was painful, back then, lots of paperwork, applications took months, banks asked for multiple credit checks and just years of financial history. And so, Jack and Jim, went to a bank, signed up for a terminal. And when they went through all that process and finally got approved to accept cards, they really couldn't decipher the rates they were paying, right? A rate for this card, a rate for that card. It was a rate if it was, this day of the week. It was just really, really confusing. And then after going through all of that process, their very first deposit was held up. So even after doing all that, their first deposit was held up. So it just felt really, exclusionary and unfair to small businesses such as himself. And so Square was born out of that frustration. And it turns out that Jim's frustration resonated with a lot of his friends in the small business and artist community, and obviously many more businesses since then.
This is interesting because you're right. Because we have a lot of our entrepreneurs saying, well, the bank is offering me this, but it seems very expensive. It seems very complicated. And Square seems to be fairly simple to use. I'm sorry. Let's see what else we can find out about Square. Oh, and you know what? We have a question here from our friend Ryan. And Ryan says, what's the typical out-of-pocket cost to a small business to set up Square?
So signing up for Square is free, right? So most of our products are going to be per swipe transactions. So a lot of them don't have monthly fees or yearly fees or no contracts. And we'll go over that here in a little more detail. But for the most part, it's free to get started. We'll send you the first time your free, swiper for that. But for most, it's really just the hardware costs, and that's anywhere from free up to $800 for the hardware, which we'll go over here in a little bit as well.
Fantastic. And I see that we have your presentation. So if you'd like, we can go ahead and add it to the screen. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Let me go ahead and remove our branding there. And here we go.
Okay. And so going back to just the founding, right? So they joined forces and they founded Square with the mission to build an honest financial network for everyone, right? Being small business owners themselves, they knew, hey, we're kind of left out of all of this, right? Unless you're this big business, the banks don't really want to talk to you. They don't want to loan you money. They don't want to let you take credit card payments. And so our purpose at Square is economic empowerment. And that means offering really accessible tools so sellers can have peace of mind in managing their business and selling anywhere, anytime. And then our tools help all types of business owners participate in the economy. And so today we'll be sharing with you all of the tools in our toolkit. And again, a lot of people know us from the Little White Reader. If that's all you know us for, you're going to be in for a shock here when I go over, really just everything we offer. So really excited to partner with all of you here at the Suazo Business Center. And I know this is going to be probably the first of many, right? We don't tend to just do these one and done type of situations. We'll go over this kind of overview of Square. And then, if, it turns out that, folks will want, more in-depth training, we can work towards that.
Fantastic.
And so, we know that all business owners want to save time and money to get organized. And we saw their help wanted signs, became more urgent amid the pandemic, right? But it was largely due to having to adapt their business to new technologies, which, as we saw with the shutdowns, shelters in place, e-commerce, was the way to go. And where we saw that. So what does that look like in practice? When we talk about that, creating a more inclusive payment experience for all business types. Running a business, as you all know, as business owners, is far from a walk in the park, right? And how tricky it can be to piece together all these different pieces of hardware, software, payment services, with pen and paper solutions like cash, checks, clunky cash registers, paper receipts, manual punch cards for employees, and so on. Right. This reminds me, in high school, my father started his own plastering business. He had been a foreman at a plastering company for a long time and started his own business. And back then, the most high tech thing he had was a fax machine. right? But other than that, it was paper everywhere, paper receipts, paper invoices, just stacked up everywhere. So this harkens me back to that. So it was really, thinking on it now, how impossible it was to get a real complete picture of how his business was doing. And so Square set out to make business operations digital, real time, and integrated all into one platform, to provide owners with holistic information about their business, not just about payments, but also inventory levels, customers, employees, right? Our goal here is really to help enable you to make really informed decisions about your business. So we're going to talk about what set us apart and really revolutionized in the industry. Square made it really easy to get started and fast, right? No standing in lines, no filling out forms, no application process. Best of all, no extra fees, no long-term contracts, and no tricks, right? You would sign up just like any consumer product whenever and wherever you wanted to, even, in the middle of the night, right? Just right from your phone, you could download the app and get started. And the reason we were able to do this is because Square took a different approach to managing risk, right? We stand in our seller's shoes as the merchant of record, which really allows us to onboard folks who would otherwise not be able to gain access to the card payments ecosystem. So whether you're selling in person, online, or really anywhere in between, we make it accepting cards as fast and painless and as secure as possible.
We have a comment or a question here. It's from Priscilla. Thank you for this comment. She says, how do you get your employees to clock in and out with Square? We're going to be talking about that a little bit later, right?
We will, yeah. We'll be talking about that in team management, and you can do that right from the point of sale. So for most folks, that's an iPad or a tablet, but you can do that right from there, and they can do that from their phones as well.
Wow. So we're looking forward to that information. Priscilla, stay tuned.
She's jumping ahead here. She's ready to learn more.
That's right.
Yeah. So security, is engineered into all of our products from the ground up, right? We follow all the industry requirements that keep data safe instead of passing that responsibility onto you. What most folks would, when we talk about PCI compliance, right? PCI standing for Payment Card Industry Compliance. So all the rules and regulations that are there for data security, we take care of all of that. So there's some other, vendors out there that will charge you extra for that component, but we build that all into Square. And again, making it really easy for folks, right? One rate for every card, whether it's a rewards card or anything like that. Usually for standard terminals, if someone's using, a rewards card to get the extra airline miles, you as a business owner are paying an extra higher rate to help pay for that, right? But with us, it's one rate for every card, whether it's a swipe, dip, or a tap.
I just learned something new. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone using those business miles and things like that, it's really easy for the consumer. But as the business owner, if you're not getting that one rate, you may be paying a lot higher rate just for those specific cards, and if you're in the tourism industry, a lot of folks are using those types of cards, those reward cards, so you end up paying higher fees. All right, so just chatting, quickly about payments. We're going to talk about one of the most popular ways to accept payments, which is our hardware, right? Which, in so much, of our early history is revolves around this little white reader. You probably had your card swiped on, or maybe even used yourself, right? This reader still to this day solves the most critical need for really any business, which is the ability to make a sale. Right, that was the whole point of Square, is never missing a sale, being able to take payments at any time, anywhere. And the popularity of Square's card reader really signaled that the challenges businesses face with taking payments extended really far beyond just being able to swipe a card. And this was experienced by larger sellers too. And so business owners have long had to deal with clunky, outdated payments hardware that never spoke with their software or their payments at their point of sale. Right. In addition to this, they were getting charged really high monthly fees, or maybe even tied into 3, 4, 5-year contracts, and really faced with those hard to understand rates, like we talked about the different card rates for different types of cards. So our response was a full range of hardware, right, all of which was intent on empowering sellers of any shape or size with modern integrated products that are all easy to get started with and grow with as well. Right, in an industry where sellers are rightfully weary of trusting payment providers, we subsidize the pricing on all of our hardware and also offer no interest financing to make it as accessible as possible for folks to get started. And so with our product portfolio, we really believe there's a Square product that can empower every type of seller, large or small, across many different verticals. And if we have folks asking questions, Antonella, feel free to jump in at any time. I'm happy to answer.
And yeah, we're going to go ahead and remind people, even if you are watching this after we have concluded this broadcast, please do feel free to go ahead and leave us a comment. And also, for those of you who are on this broadcast, please feel free to make your comments, ask your questions, because we have here a fantastic resource. We have here Martin from Square. And Square is not just a card reader. What you're seeing here are just some of the variety of hardware that you can to take cards. But wait, there's more.
there's a lot more. You got it perfect. But wait, there's more. So we'll go over into just some of the hardware here. So we talked about the MagStripe reader, which really kind of revolutionized the industry. But the next iteration of that is our contactless chip reader, which lets you take the chip card payments, right, and contactless payments, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, really all wirelessly via Bluetooth. So makes it really easy to take cards quickly and easily. Ultra portable. I actually have one here on my desk, really small, right? So you can take chip cards, tap payments. That really help folks with the tap payments, right? For social distancing, managing, handling cards, things like that. And so, merchants who are on the go, right? Again, contractors, service providers, that makes it really easy to just have that in their pocket, purse, and be able to swipe a card really at any time. Next up, another one of our really iconic products. You've probably seen this in many cafes or coffee shops that you've been to. Our Square Stand, which is really meant to be a complete, point of sale. It includes the Square Reader for contactless payments with a weighted dock to hold that down in front of you. Then you just put in your own iPad there, and you can swipe cards from there as well. All of this available, for really all kinds of different sizes of iPads. So whatever you have out there, we have a size to fit yours. The Square Register is our first fully integrated point of sale terminal that lets you start selling right out of the box, right? No extra tablets or anything or applications required. We designed it all from to be one seamless system and works, no matter what type of business. And you can see here again, really popular with the removable customer facing piece there that sticks to the back of the register, so it's customer facing, but can also be removed and spaced out for a little bit more distance. The Square Terminal, your all-in-one credit card machine for payments, receipts, built top to bottom by Square, so it just works. Since its launch, it's been probably one of our most popular countertop hardware products amongst business owners because it's really familiar, right? So for most, you're going to use your iPhone, right, or your Android phone. You're going to have your phone and you're going to have your reader together, and that might get lost in the shuffle. But the terminal, as we see here, right, it's about the size of a phone, a little bit bigger. It's got a receipt printer built right into it. And again, you can do tap payments, chip cards, you can swipe it. It's portable, right? Been really, really popular for those areas that have allowed, outdoor dining, right? So you can just bring it right to the table, charge right at the table. It makes it really easy and simple to use. And so because every business is different, right? We have a variety of software options to help you, help your business, whether you run a restaurant, you sell retail goods, book appointments, or just need a versatile system for whatever comes next. We have a point of sale that's available to you. So when we talk about the point of sale, that's the actual software itself. So the software that you would run on your iPad or your phone, that's going to be able to take payments. So most popular point of sale, the Square point of sale system. It's already worked for over 2 million businesses globally. It's quick to set up, easy to use, and best of all, it's free. You can download the Square point of sale application for your iPad, or any type of, your Android tablet, your phones, and it's free to use. Right, so you can take any kind of payments. Really, just serves just about any type of business out there. So, you can have your customer-facing grid here with your products and services to make checkout really, really easy. So Square for Restaurants one of our newer offerings here, a point of sale built to streamline and speed up your restaurant operations from front of house to back of house for pickup, delivery. Those really popular options now, especially during the shelter-in-place mandates. And then again, it helps you help your team perform better, keep your inventory stocked with menu management, floor plan management, and then automatic inventory alerts. And then again, it's a point of sale specific system, so reports like day parts, covers, comps, voids, any type of reporting that you would need specific to restaurants. And then in conjunction with that, one of our newer offerings is Square Kitchen Display System, or Square KDS, right? Simply connect your kitchen display to the rest of your restaurant, for your point of sale. So you can see all your orders on one screen, wherever they're placed, prioritize. So you'll see this in a lot of fast food places, right? You'll have the menu and they can see which orders are up next. They can mark them as they're done. This is more the back of the house for folks preparing your orders.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, because I have had a lot of our food-based businesses asking if we're aware of any kind of solution that what you just described.
Yeah. So yeah, Square for restaurants. I mean, that can be its own standalone thing, and then the KDS itself is just in addition to that for a brick and mortar type of restaurant.
Awesome.
And then Square for retail. Again, this one is a little more streamlined, specifically towards stores that sell in store and also online. That's right. So it's all seamless. So built-in tools for inventory management, sales, staffing. Right, know how much inventory you're moving and how much money you're making. Really, just in minutes, you can ring up sales from your iPad, camera. You can, again, and it seamlessly integrates with Square Online, which we'll go over here in a little bit as well, with your inventory. So whether you're selling in person and online, which for most now, that's a must-have, right? You can't just be one or the other. You really have to offer both to maximize your sales. Square Appointments. One of my favorites here. My barber uses it. I can schedule appointments right from my phone automatically. Get alerts to my phone letting me know, hey, your appointment's been approved, your appointment's coming up, things like that. Really powerful appointment scheduling software. All your services are instantly bookable by your customers for free by your online booking website, or you can connect it to Google, Google and Instagram as well. So on Instagram, if you have a business account, you can add a Book Now button, and then also through Google as well, you can offer the ability to book right from your Google business listing. So this is really, really popular for barbershops, beauty salons, anyone really offering service or offering blocks of time, right? So you need to block time off. And then you can just do the services then and there. All right. Do we have any questions right now before I go forward, Antonella?
I do not see a comment. Hold on, one came just through. And we have here our friend Claudia, who's mentioning great information, Martin.
Oh, thank you, Claudia. There's a lot more to come, like Antonella said. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. And for this, you get this and that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like late night infomercials. But no, this is amazing. Here I am. And even though that I am here hosting, I am just going, wow. And particularly the one for retail and the one for restaurants. What an amazing set of solutions there.
Yeah, thank you. And so when we talk about more, right, every Square account comes free with Square Business Intelligence software, to whether you're selling inline, whether you're in store. Our intuitive dashboard really, puts all your business data in one place. And it's just, again, it's business intelligence software that comes free with your account. So when you sign up, you'll have access to this real-time reports, to customer contacts. You really have everything, again, at your fingertips to make really informed decisions about your business. So,
Martin, we have here a comment from our friend Ryan. Ryan says, it's so nice when restaurants bring the terminal, out to your table now. So true.
Yeah, that's become quite a popular trend, right? Versus, and again, it goes a little more towards security, right? So someone grabs your card, they leave, they don't come back for a while. Like, what are they doing back there, with my card? You start to get worried when you don't see your card after a while. But they bring it right to your table. Your card never leaves your hand. You process it all right there. You have the little more sense of security there. So just besides just the convenience of having it right there, again, that provides that extra confidence in your business. And again, with the analytics here, right? You can break down sales down to the item, so you can see what's most popular at your business, know when to stay open later. If you need to stock up on certain items. If you start now with Square, maybe you started, at 4th of July and started selling the 4th of July. A year later, you can look at your sales for the next 4th of July and compare them to last year and see, okay, which product sold more last year versus this year? How did I do overall? How's my business doing? So that's all included in there. So the more data you put in, the more you get out, the more reports available to you. All right, so we're going to start going into more of the peripheral, services that we offer. And number one here is going to be invoices. Another way to get paid quickly and easily. Invoices are free to send. You can send them in seconds from your phone or your laptop. Right, send professional invoices, track them in real time, accept payments online or in person. Really, all from one place. Right, and you can save time with auto billing, store card information, and again, all those powerful reporting tools. Makes it really easy to send. Invoices can be recurring, or they can be either one time, right, or recurring, and can be customized as progress invoices. And we've seen this really, for like a catering business or anywhere where you're spacing out your payments. So let's say you have an invoice that you're sending out for $1,000 project. That could be invoiced out over 4 weeks for $250 a week. Maybe you're doing a wedding or a quinceañera or any type of event like that then folks want to pay leading up to it. You can break that up that way versus having.
Wow, that's very flexible to be able to offer like a flex pay to your customers, where they can
essentially,
actually.
Yeah.
Wow, that actually even creates more business for the business.
Yeah, it can create more business, and then this is really popular with folks who are on site or contractors, really anyone, right? So, and it's no monthly fees. It just costs you anytime a card is swiped, right? There's those percentage fees that are paid, and again, it's one rate for everyone. Square Loyalty, right? Our built-in loyalty program that helps you build a program right from the point of sale. Perfect for those businesses that thrive on repeat business, right? So your coffee shops, your cafes, restaurants, it could be, a gym where you have folks coming back all the time. You can incentivize them by coming back so many times, right? Just thanking them with the loyalty program.
Oh, Martin, we've got a couple of questions that just came through. Our friend Fer Gaitan says, which device would you recommend for a fashion business that's just starting up?
For a fashion business that's starting, and that'll really depend on if it's going to be in person. For most folks, just getting started with the contactless chip reader is going to be sufficient, right? Because you're going to be able to run your business right from your phone, which most of us are doing that anyway. We're doing everything from our device or an iPad, and you can just get the free point of sale software to get started. I mean that's the easiest way to get going. Eventually, if you're doing a brick and mortar location where you want to have something kind of in place, maybe the Square stand or even the terminal, if you can do that as well. So I mean, it's really flexible. I tell folks, get started with the free ones first, and then kind of if you need to grow into other ones. And iPad is super flexible for stuff like that because it's got the bigger screen. The software is free. You can put it on there and you can carry it around however you want.
And we have here Brandon Kelly, who says, awesome information, Martin. Thanks for sharing your expertise and knowledge.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate that. And for loyalty, when we see, we have the data there, our loyalty numbers show that loyalty customers, are 2 times more likely to be repeat customers. And on average, are going to spend 37% more at checkout, right? So they're going to be able to sign up right from the point of sale. When they process the card, it's going to, do you want to sign up? They just put in their phone number and it's automatically tracked. And it works in conjunction with the Square Cash App. If you're not familiar with Cash App, that's a part of Square's business as well.
And again, I would like to remind people that you are more than welcome to ask questions. For those of you that are tuning in after the fact, you can also leave your questions and we'll make sure that those are forwarded over to Martin for an answer. But once again, thank you for tuning in. We're here with Martin Guerrero from Square. And this is probably one of my favorite topics, marketing.
Marketing, right? Everyone needs to do marketing. It's a vital component to businesses. And when we talk about marketing, we talk about email marketing. I've been in the domain and website industry now almost 15 years, and email marketing has been around since then. And it's still one of the best avenues for small businesses to use. It gives you the best return on investment. As we can see the stats here, for every dollar you spend on email marketing, you expect an average return of $38. I mean, you don't beat those numbers with really any type of other marketing. So we make it really easy to, you don't have to be a marketing expert to send really beautiful crafted, campaigns. We have a lot of really simple marketing tools that get you to start, sending and creating really in no time flat. And, Square marketing and coupons are built into the point of sale. So you can start sending out, coupons, and you can see how many are used and track those back to your campaigns. Again, all in one place, all from your dashboard, all from the reporting. You can see, okay, I sent out a marketing campaign offering folks, the buy one, get one free, coupon. I sent it out to 1,000 people. I can see 100 people used it, and that got me this much money, in return. I mean, you can just see that quickly and easily as they're being used. So as a business owner, it's really, really vital piece and really easy to use. When there's holidays coming up, we have, pre-built templates for you to get them done quick and easy, coupon ones. Again, you don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to build it from scratch. We help with pre-created templates.
I am looking at this your slide here that says for every dollar spent, and you mentioned this, on email marketing, you can expect an average return of $38. But the percentage or the rate of conversion for email marketing is 4 times that of Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. So when you because email marketing is just Facebook and Twitter, you'll see the messages out there. They're promoted. They're not necessarily geared towards any specific, customer group. But when you're marketing yourself, right, you can market to, let's say like, the retail, question earlier. So if you're selling clothing, you can market to everyone who's bought a T-shirt. Maybe now you want to send a marketing campaign for the new jacket that goes along with that, or the matching pants, right? So because you'll have that data, you can see, or you can market to customers who spent with you but haven't bought anything in the last 6 months, right? You want to try to bring those customers back, remind them, hey, you really love the widget that you bought from us. Here's our newest stuff. Take a look. And then when it comes to email marketing, folks really tend to find it really, off-putting because they think I'm a spammer, and this and that. I don't know how to do it right. People sign up for email marketing on their own volition, right? When I go to a website and I get a pop-up or there's a thing there that says, sign up for our newsletter, no one's forcing me to fill that out.
That's right.
I fill that out knowing very well that you're going to send me an email. You're saying, hey, give us your email. We'll send you our newsletter with all our promotions and, updates. Okay. I know I'm going to get email from you. I'm agreeing to that. So, don't feel that you're being a spam or anything like that. Those folks, if they want to opt out, can always opt out, but all of them are opting in. So it makes it really easy to make a connection with those folks because they want to hear from you.
We have also a question here from Priscilla, and she tells us, so I'm an employee from Daydreams Cakes and Pastries, and we get digital tips, but how do you find who or where to get them?
Where that would be in the reporting section there. So you can break down your sales, and you can see, you can break down your tips. You can also export all of your reports as well into spreadsheets. I know for a lot of folks, they like to do things, they're reporting in spreadsheets. So you can export that data and break it down. You can see your sales with taxes collected, shipping collected, tips, anything like that. All right. So thank you for that question there. So gift cards, right? We also have the ability to create gift cards really quickly and easily, all integrated into the Square app, the Square dashboard, easy to sell, redeem, track, reload, right? So you can sell e-gift cards instantly, right? You can turn it on. You have a link, and you can create a button to have folks buy them. They can buy them. They can send them to their friends, their family. Really, just another way to help bring in new customers. Folks to share your business, right? Oh, I really like this store. I'm going to give my friends a gift card there. And we saw this in 2020, the use of gift cards, rise by substantial numbers, really, and especially at the beginning of the pandemic when everyone was shutting down and maybe those folks weren't able to get sales. Folks saw, gift cards as a way to support their favorite business. Because they would get the cash immediately, from a gift card, but you weren't using it. I did that as well. I bought gift cards to several businesses I support. Some of them I haven't even used yet and probably don't even plan on using, but I was wanting to support them, right? So just another way to help, boost your customer base there. All right, so Square Online, we've talking about, a lot of in-person payments. We also have our own in-house, website builder. I had mentioned earlier that, I came to Square a little over 3 years ago. I came from Weebly.com. Square and Weebly were partners, but they purchased Weebly to then be the new website builder for Square. So this new builder has only been around, I think we launched it in 2019. And it's seen literally hundreds, maybe even thousands now of improvements since then. It's just gotten better and better every day. And it's automatically syncs with all of your inventory from your point of sale. So if you're selling online or in person, that number decrements, and then once it's out of stock, you can't buy it online or in person. So you can offer shipping, curbside pickup. You can offer delivery, whether that's delivering your own delivery drivers or with a network of delivery drivers. Really just offering the convenience for contactless pickup and delivery as well. Really smart website builder. Really easy, really simple to use, mobile first design, right? We're all doing everything from our phone, and that includes buying food, buying services, all from apps. So
it makes it too easy to spend your money.
It does make it very, very easy to spend your money. And again, just really anything you'd expect, right? SEO tools, the ability to design a really beautiful website. And in conjunction with that, it also integrates with Facebook Shop and Instagram, as well as Pinterest. So you can sell socially, right? We've seen Instagram go from just being a place where you posted really cool photos to now it's an e-commerce solution almost for small businesses, because you can post your you can post your products. You can see here, you can link to your products and purchase them. And again, that all works in conjunction with your website and your point of sale. So whether they're buying from you in person, directly from your website, from your Facebook shop, from your Instagram page, all of that and all that reporting, all that data is all in one place.
This goes also to the point that our friend Fer Gaitan made a little bit earlier, which he says, which device would you recommend for a fashion business that's starting? Not necessarily a device, but you can have this integrated on your website, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing. Wow.
Yeah, especially for fashion, right? We're seeing tons of brands that have moved to Instagram to really, it's a marketing tool really now for small businesses to showcase their products, right? All the photos on there are all their best photos. And then if you could link to it to make a purchase, you make it that much easier, right? Now they don't have to go find your website. They can just click buy now and it takes them right to it to purchase it. Again, reducing that friction, like you said earlier, making it super easy to buy.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can create, a simple website, one-page website. You can create a full, website, home, about, contact, right? Just any type of really, size of website you want. For those that are just getting started and maybe don't need a website, but you want folks to be able to pay you online, you can use the Square Online checkout, where you can create a payment link. And actually, I'll play this here. You can just create a link right from the app, and you can send someone that link. So this is my bike shop, my test bike shop. It's a fictional one. I have my items here. Someone wants to buy this bike from me. I'm going to go to checkout and I'm going to create on a payment link. I'm going to just share that link. I'm going to text it to myself or text it to my customer. They get the text. Hey, you can make your payment here. Click on the link. Takes them to a secure checkout page where then they can pay me for my goods, my services directly online. Again, without needing a full website. Maybe I'm selling one-of-a-kind items. So if I don't need to build a website to showcase one-of-a-kind items that are going to go away right away, this is just a really quick, really easy way to start selling online. Again, we want to make it super simple, really easy for you to do. Again, no contracts, no monthly fees. There's just the transaction per card swipe. So, all right. So to the question earlier, right, about clocking in, team management.
That's
our
right.
Team management software, helps you manage your employees and really to help you saving on labor costs, simple, secure, and helps it helps to manage your business. So Square Team Management was built to help you keep track of employees' time and to protect your business, right? There's 2 tiers. With the free tier, tons of features already, right? Keep track of team members' worked hours, breaks, overtime. Let employees log in and out right at the point of sale or using the free team app that they can download right to their own phone. Staff can also see their own time cards right on the app. And then you can create, set of permissions to access the point of sale and reports, right? So you're not giving someone just complete access to all of the business. You want to give them access to some parts of it. With our paid plan, I believe it's $35 a month. You can access labor versus sales reports to see who's performing best, who might need coaching, right? Who's your best sales rep? Who's your lower performing rep? Maybe pair them together to kind of get them up to a better level. Create multiple wages, right, to pay for different jobs, like a waiter versus a bartender. Or you can also do contract work versus employees. And so that all of those reports can be exported and then imported into whatever payroll software you're using. But of course, we also have Square Payroll, right, which works with team management, so you can get full service payroll with automatic tax filings. You can also offer employee benefits, really all from one place. So again, you can pay employees, you can pay contractors, you can do hourly, you can do salary, and you can do automated tax filings and unlimited payroll runs. From the businesses that I work with, always tell me like the unlimited payroll runs really helps them, because a lot of others, every time you run payroll, they charge you an additional fee.
Oh, it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whereas we don't, right? So you can do that as often as you want to pay your folks as often as you want.
We have several of our clients that use Square Payroll, and they have been very pleased.
Yeah, and it's something that's been around, one of our newer offerings. But again, with all of our offerings, they just keep getting better and better because we get a lot of feedback. We do a lot of interviews with our sellers and ask them, what is it missing? What do you need, right, to be better? And so a lot of those updates are directly from our sellers themselves. All right, Square Capital.
Oh,
wow. You can, with Square Capital, you can get a customized loan offer based on your carded sales through Square, and then you can choose your loan size, right? So with Square, all of your data is in there, right? So we can see how many cards are going through your system, right? If you're doing $10,000 a month in sales, but it's only one credit card that's being used, maybe you just have one customer. If you lose that customer, where is your money going to come from, right? But so we can see a mix of healthy card usage, invoices, online payments, cash payments. You can add your cash payments into your dashboard as well to keep track. There's no fees, if you take cash, right? We don't take any money there. But again, it just shows your mix, right? Okay, at this event, I took in $500 in cash. And I did, $1,200 in card sales. So you can see that mix. So again, you can get a loan offer based on your sales. So with our capital product, right, we leverage technology to kind of level the playing field, right? So as we can see here, 54% of our recipients are women-owned businesses, and 37% are minority-owned. Now,
wow,
we don't ask, when you sign up for Square, we don't ask, are you male, female, are you Latino, are you Black? We don't ask any of that information, right? So all we see is a healthy business. So we see, okay, there's a business that's taking payments regularly. They have a history of their sales. They would qualify. We think they would qualify for this, right? So if you get a loan offer for $50,000, you could say, I only need 10, right? Most of our loans sizes are on average around $5,000, $5,000 to $6,000, right? So pretty small, right? And they can from $500 on up. But for most banks, that's a pretty small amount, right? And so for you to just be able to get an offer, maybe you need to buy a new food truck, or maybe you need to buy new kitchen equipment, or you need to buy inventory for that fashion business that Fair is starting, right? That's what that stuff is there for, and it comes out through your daily sales. So you're not, you don't have to worry about, I need to make my payment on on this day of the month. It's taken out of your daily sales. So on days that are slower, you pay less. On days that are busier, you pay more, right? It just comes out from your daily sales.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
So say, for example, my business has been in business for 6 months and my sales are increasing. Do I qualify for a Square Capital loan?
You might be able to, yeah, just depending on, if we see a good mix of business like that, yeah, we'll see some. I think earlier it said like to qualify, be U.S. based. I thought it said something about a year of business, but we do offer now some loans to newer businesses because we can see, okay, and then if we see that, or you can actually reach out and say, hey, I'd like to get a loan. If you can show us that you've been processing with someone else, right, we can take that into consideration as well. So loving Square Capital, with Square Capital, we were able to participate in the PPP program, also the restaurant revitalization fund for just passed recently. And Square was one of the 2 point of sale systems that were preferred that made it really easy to apply to the restaurant revitalization fund because all of your data is already there. So we had that connection where you could just upload your data and make it really easy to get started. So, having a point of sale system where all your data is really helps your chances of getting information like that or getting, applying for things like that because all of that data that the banks or the governments want is already all there for you. So wrapping up here, Square Card. So Square Card is a business debit card that gives you real-time access to the money you process every day with Square. No bank transfers needed. Again, no monthly fees, no signups, no annual fees. So when you make a sale, money goes straight into your Square balance, and then you can spend that right away wherever Square, with your Square card, wherever MasterCard is accepted. Right? Don't need to transfer funds to your bank. Normally, right. So if you're not using the Square card, the way Square works, you process your sales, and you can. Sometimes you can get that deposit same day, usually next day. But with this, as you're making sales daily, you have access to that money to buy new inventory, whatever you need it for, right? It's there and available to you. So when, thinking about why Square, what does Square do, right? Again, as we discussed, Square was established to really give every aspiring business owner an easier way to take cards. And Antonella, as you can see, we built a lot more, tools since then. For anybody from a side gig to sports stadiums, we're helping power businesses of all sizes and types to help them succeed, no matter what success means to them, right? It might be someone that's just selling, something that they hand make at home, once a week, or again, a multi-million-dollar business. We have a ton of flexible tools for really just about any type of job that you would need to do out there. So if you just knew us for the little white reader there, now we offer so much more than that for really any type of business, and again, all in one place. When we talk about e-commerce was this huge piece of last year in the pandemic. Now we really hear about omni-channel, right? Being able to sell through multiple avenues all in one place, in person, online, invoices, right? Social media. These are all different channels for you that you can start, selling, offering your business and services through. And again, having all of that data in one place at the end of the day really makes it really easy for you to run and grow your business.
And Martin, I see that you're leaving there your email address, which, if my eyes can see correctly, it's guerrero@squareup.com.
Correct.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. And for those of you who are tuning in, please, you have the opportunity to ask questions from Martin. And we think this is just a fantastic opportunity for us to have you here. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen, folks, you can see that we have Martin's contact information, which is guerrero@squareup.com. And there was the question where what it was that people can, the cost, you can sign up free, but then as a business grows, of course, then business can be scaling up also their merchant processing and other tools.
Correct. Yeah. So like for instance, the contactless chip reader, this is $49, right? So $50 to get started, and then you're just paying the fee anytime a card is processed, right? There's no monthly fees, no contract. The terminal like this is $299 for the terminal. The stand, I believe, is $169. So again, really not nothing expensive. If you buy it from, you can go to squareup.com. We have a hardware store there as well. We offer financing there.
I was going to ask you.
No interest, and we're basically selling it at cost. We're not trying to make money off of the hardware because really it's all going to come from your daily sales. So the more you're doing, the better you're doing, the more we do, right? So our success is based off of yours.
We have a question here from our friend Ryan. How much is the portable terminal?
The terminal itself is $299.
There you go.
Ryan. And then the smaller portable one, these are $50. You can get them at like Staples, Sam's, Costco. I think they're a little bit cheaper there. I think just normal retail is $49 on those.
And Michelle Saucedo, who you know, says, thank you for this amazing presentation, Martin. Great information. And I have to say, I have to agree. This is fantastic and such tools that can help a small business pretty much market, where it comes to take payments, to get financing. This is amazing for those of you who didn't know that Square had all of these solutions. Anything else?
Most people don't know. We make it so easy to just get started in taking payments. Folks just do that, and then they put their head down and they're running their business, and they're not thinking, oh, well, I can do marketing through them. I can offer gift cards. I can offer a loyalty program. I can build my website as well and just have it all in one place. It's really amazing to see someone start with their phone and just with the card swiper, right, start their business and then grow to doing email marketing, and then growing to building their website, and then eventually seeing them open up a brick and mortar, and now they're using the register, and then they're taking out a capital loan to start a new location. It's amazing to see. That's why I love what I do. You can see I'm passionate about Square because the businesses that we help really are the ones that need it the most. Again, talking about when my dad started his business, if these tools had been available then, it would have been a lot easier for us.
Wow. And again, I just want to make sure that folks that are joining us after this has broadcast, to please put your questions there. We'll make sure that we forward those to Martin and that we'll be able to get you an answer. Also, if you have any questions or would like to make an appointment with Suazo Business Center and speak to our advisors or what have you, you can do so by dialing 801-521-1709. And you can also visit us on our social media pages, such as this one, and also find us on suazocenter.org.